going on? Happy Friday, Black Friday that is, day after Thanksgiving, and we are back on the channel here chilling. Let me get something going on here really quick. Fix up some of these controls here. Stellar YT is in the house, man. What is good with you? Good to see you. Good to see you, Stellar. Guys, welcome back to the channel again. Black Friday in the house. We are taking our de Havilland DH8D Q400 up for a couple of runs since it is still running in the Northwest for Horizon Air. First, of course, you guys know I love to say it. Gotta say it. Thank you for waking me up today. Capital G, capital O, capital D. Of course, support from lovely wife and family. Always want to give that respect because this does take time away from them, but they support me with my passion, so I appreciate them. And everybody for checking in. Stellar FSYT, first one in the house. That's what's up. Guys, we are, we are Stellar, and then maybe the next flight I'll do on VATSIM if you want to join, for sure. The second flight is probably going to be from Spokane to Boise, but absolutely this is a two-legger today. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get in it. You guys can see that we are here in Seattle at gate Quebec 7. You can see we got our Horizon Dash 8 all ready to go. You can see there's some passengers here in the terminal, and looks like they're just standing around here with hardly any faces, getting ready to board this wonderful Dash 8 that we have here. So beautiful aircraft here. Drew Stone is in the house, man. Happy holiday season to you, Drew. Happy belated Thanksgiving to you, man. Good to see ya. And let's go ahead and get this party started. So let's go ahead and shut the music down now. We'll get some more of that in cruise. And Greenlight Auto Brokers is all the way up in the house. Let's go ahead and jump on this Q400 and let's get some stuff situated here, such as the GPU. So we're going to get the GPU connected first and foremost. Let's come up top and we'll get the battery all situated here. Let's get that external power on. And let's get our position lights and our logo lights going on here for the time being. And let's get our avionics on before we start boarding the plane here. So obviously we have those aligning. Let's go ahead and turn these on with one click. They'll start coming on, as well as our primary flight display and our multifunction flight display, our weather and terrain, and we'll get this on here in a second, guys. Remember, flying this Q400, it takes a certain level of understanding how the systems work in order to truly enjoy it. Okay, let's ensure that the parking brake is up. It is. Let's get our middle display on, as well as let's get our radios turned on. Little test in progress. Okay, pass. We'll put it on both and both, and now we should have all our screens coming alive here, which we do, which is a good thing. Now let's go ahead and look at our load. Yep, Drew Stone says happy belated Turkey Day to all. That's what's up. Now let's look at okay, we want 6,604 pounds of fuel on here, so let's start getting that together. And actually what we can do is, well, let's get this situated, then we'll get the passengers loading. We're taking 65 packs, of course, and we are going to be rolling the standard 3,500 pounds. Flying time is 39 minutes. And total fuel that we need, we said is 6604. Let's go 6610. It usually likes even numbers. Looks like that took Flying time's 39 minutes. Total cargo, total packs. Center of gravity looks good. This is the layout of passengers. We got blue male, pink female, of course, and yellow child, so you can see how they're fitting in for the center of gravity to look that way. Let's also go here and 65, 35, and 66. Boom. Let's come over here and confirm that load. And now we can start loading the aircraft. So the doors and everything will come open. So with that being said, let's not forget to start our Pack X. And now you can see slowly that the aircraft is going to begin doing what it's got to do to get us loaded up. In the meantime, let's get our flight plan all good to go. Let's get our FMCs to where we can accept everything and get into the flight plan mode, of course. And of course now we can turn our radios on. We are on the infamous Pilotedge today, so let's pull up our airport chart and get her going. Second leg green is going to be from Spokane to Boise. Big up, my babies, checking in. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Love you, babe. Thanks for saying that. And my baby's busy in the kitchen cooking now, so that's what's up. She knows I'm going to be very hungry, man. All right, so if we're looking for departures, love you too, baby. I love you too, babe, no doubt. Kisses, kisses, kisses to you, baby. So we might get the Seattle 8 departure. We'll wait for that. And Drew Stone saying big up to the wife. Appreciate all the respect, guys. Appreciate you. Let's go ahead and just get our clearance really quick, and so we don't have to guess. Let's see. We're gonna go with Seattle clearance is 1280. 1280. Oops. That is not correct. There's a couple different ways we can do this. All right.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I would love
Let's make sure our microphone is good here.
When you find your seat, please be sure to place your larger carry-on items in the overhead bin.
Good evening, Seattle
Smaller
clearance,
items
Horizon
underneath
318.
front of you.
Looking for
Unless you're
IFR
in the front
Spokane.
row, please place all of your
Horizon Air
items
318, Seattle clearance. Good evening, crew of Spokane Airport, Seattle East departure. Radar vectors Zadon, then a file, maintain 900,000.
Please make sure you close it as a courtesy to
Departure
other
frequency
passengers.
120.4,
Please double-check that all your
squawk
items are put away so
5527.
that the aisle is clear and other passengers can make their way to their
Clear to
seats.
Spokane,
If you're in
Seattle
an
8, radar
emergency
vector
exit row,
Zadon,
please
climb and
leave
maintain
exit
9,000.
responsibilities
Departure is
in the car and in the
20.4,
seat
squawk
back
at
in front of you.
5527,
If you're
Horizon
not able to
318.
comply with these
Horizon Air
actions,
318,
please let
read
the
back
flight
track.
attendant know so that way you can be reseated.
All right,
Your
so
free
that
portable
is
electronic
what we got going on
Route
now.
291 Delta Bravo, you can taxi the ramp by
Now
Alpha
we need to
maintenance.
check the ATIS. Man, Dre, this is the first time ever we haven't had food for the second day. People were driving to our house picking up food like McDonald's. Hey, that's what's up, man. That's what happens when Thanksgiving is good. Pilotedge don't mess around. No, sir. Okay, so now that we did that, guys, we also have to go plug in the ATIS so we can anticipate which runway we're leaving out of. So we're looking here, ATIS is 18.0. So now let's come down to the second radio stack, or the VFH2, and put 18.0. Oh, look, it's right there. So how convenient. Let's switch that over. 18.0, and now in order to hear the second radio, I believe we need to tap it on. Okay, maybe not.
How's it
You're ready to
broken?
go when you are.
Temperature
There we go.
4, dew point 3, altimeter 3029er. Arriving and departing runways 16 center, 16 left,
Good morning,
16
ladies and
right.
gentlemen, and welcome
Visual
aboard
approaches
flight
in use.
318.
ILS
Our
runway
flight time will be
16
roughly
center,
39
runway
minutes.
16 left,
Now that the
and
cabin
runway
door is closed,
16 right
please
approach
ensure that
in
all
use.
devices are in airplane mode
Simultaneous
and your
approaches
work devices
parallel
are mounted
runways in
down
use.
and stowed.
Simultaneous
Please
approaches
fasten
in
your
use
seatbelt
between
and make sure
Seattle
that
and
all
Boeing
seat
Field.
belts and seat backs are in
Traffic
full
below
upright
you on tunnel.
position for departure.
VFR
Flight
departures
attendants, please
contact
prepare
clearance
cabin for
delivery.
departure and
Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all
Thank you,
runway
Drew.
assignments and hold
Weatherman,
short
that's what's up.
instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information in you. Seattle Tacoma International Airport. ATIS information India. 0053 Zulu. Wind 120 at 8. Visibility 10. Few clouds of 2,600, 4,600 scattered, ceiling 7,000 broken. Temperature 4. Dew point 3. Altimeter 3029er. Arriving and departing runways 16 center, 16 left, 16 right.
Okay.
Visual approaches in use. ILS runway 16 center, runway 16.
Okay, that's off. And let's just make sure we can still hear on the first one. Let's put that ATIS in there as well, just because I was touching buttons and there's really no indication whether that's on or off.
Following is requested. Read
Okay,
back all.
Okay, so that works good. Now let's go ahead and get our ATIS guys in. Let's go ahead and get our ATIS. Let's make sure this thing is all the way up. There we go. So you guys can have a little view. Let's get the ATIS in doggone Spokane. Okay, in Spokane, we're looking at the winds are at 4 knots, and the winds are out of the west in Spokane, so that's going to make it interesting. Let's see what we got for Spokane landing west. So landing west, we have runway 21. Let's also get our approach in there. So if we're thinking ILS or localizer 21, maybe what we need to do. And of course, if we have to change things in the air, we will. Boom, boom, boom. And we are going to be arriving on the Zoomer 1. So of course, if we're landing gigs, expect radar vectors of final course. Okay, so gangs looks like, okay, you can be 5,000 here to Zoomer, so gangs can definitely be 5,000 or so. We'll get that piece figured out. So let's get back onto our Seattle information here and come up here and boom, boom, boom. Let's see, he said we're departing on the Seattle 8, of course. So let's take a look at that. What that entails, we're assuming
Oakland Center, Cessna 626 Sierra Foxtrot, on the ground at Concord, Charlie Charlie Romeo, cancel IFR.
165 on
6
radio,
Sierra Foxtrot for
161.
cancellation received. Thank you. Have a good night.
Okay, and the altitude will
Thank
be
you very much. Have a good night.
assigned,
See ya, 6 Sierra Foxtrot.
See ya.
which it was. So let's go get the altitude in there now. Okay, so first and foremost, let's get our nav source to the FMS on both sides. And of course, let's get our altimeter, which was 3029. Okay, there's the altimeter there, 3029. Let's also put our squawk in, which is 5527. Don't worry, I'm going to check you guys out in the chat. If you guys are saying something, there's a possibility it's all quiet. It's all good. Okay, there's our squawk, 5527. And now let's go ahead and start getting this thing ready for departure. Let's go here to the menu. We're going to depart. We're leaving 16 left. And we're departing on the Seattle 8. And let's see, there is no transition. Alright, so we'll take that over to the flight plan. So he's going to give us vectors. So after vectors, he is going to give us radar vectors to Zidane. So I'm assuming we're going to come out south and make a turn to the east. After Zidane, we got Zelac. Enter that. After Zilak, we're going to go to Ziran. There's a lot of Z words here, if I remember doing this route before. Alright, after Ziran, we have Zoomer and Zoomer 1. So now we can come over here. Really, we need to just put the arrival airport in there. Enter that. So remember, this thing works a little different, guys. Then we're going to come over here to arrive. And we're going to assume we said it was runway 21, correct? Yeah, runway 21. 3. Enter. Zoomer is the, let's see, EPH or MW. We don't have any of that, so we're just going to go there. We're going to come to the approach, and we're going to do the ILS 21. And I suppose we'll take that from the Spokane VOR. Back to the flight plan. Let's look for discontinuities. No link. We got to get rid of it. No link. We got to get rid of it. Even though we'll be getting vectored by this point here. Alright. So we've got a solid flight plan there. Now we need to come over here to this side, to the co-pilot side, and go to the flight plan menu, and we need to cross-fill it from FMS1. Then we'll go into the menu to arrive. Flight plan, that should all be done. You got to do that because sometimes it'll come up. It won't give you the bottom of the flight plan. Now let's go on over here to our fuel. Let me check you guys out here because there's a lot of stuff to get this bad boy ready. That's right, Weatherman Drew. All right, everybody's chilling right now. All right, guys. So now we said we had 65 packs on board. Cargo, we've got 3,500 pounds of cargo. And fuel on board, of course, is 6610. Now we got to come up here to our alternate, and from this information we're referencing our flight plan. And of course your fuel alternate is 2056. The alternate will be back to Seattle in case something happens. Our holding fuel, in case we got to circle for a certain amount of time, is going to be 1392. And I put 500 extra pounds of fuel on here. And that'll be that. So now we come over here to the fuel page, and again it's all empty here. You're going to hit menu. We're going to cross fill it from FMS1. All that data is in there. Now we can just go straight over here to the nav. And actually, yes, we'll go straight here over to the nav, and our flight plan is secured here. So we are going to do our direct, because more than likely he's going to be giving us a direct, which also too, we can just literally hit Zidane and keep the 2 in there. And we'll do it when we do it, because it might change. Yeah, everything there is looking good. Let's double check our takeoff flaps. Or I'm sorry, our takeoff trims. It's in the approved takeoff trim setting. So guys, I think we're good. It looks like the aircraft is all buttoned up. As you can see here, we got the bags in the back here, and we have the passengers on board ready to go. So you guys know what that means. Let's get this off here, and let's get this bad boy ready to start. So we can go flying, guys. All right. Toga, baby. You know it. Let's get our flight controls on, so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing here. Those are free and clear. And before we do that, let's get all of our frequencies set up here, because Pilotedge, like you guys say, Pilotedge don't play, man. The frames are a little lower now because this scenery is quite heavy. It's payware scenery. I think it's Nimbus, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. Let's see. Ramp control, cargo north, south. So we don't need ramp control. So we'll just do ground 1217. So 1217 for ground.
Sacramento ground, good day. Walker 2914, ready to taxi with uniform.
Walker 2914, Capital ground. Any preference on 17 right or left?
Okay, 119.
It doesn't quite matter to us, but I guess we'll take 17 closer. 2914.
Sorry, you cut off at the left-right part, so you said 17 right?
120.4.
17 right will work for us, Walker 2914.
Roger, only 17 right, taxiway, Yankee Alpha.
We're going to be going out to the north.
Yankee Alpha to 17 right, Walker 2914.
Alright guys, let's make sure our FMCs, our glare shield is all set up, guys. This is a very important thing to do. So we both have them on FMS for both sides. FMS, that's 1, that's looking good. Now we need to put this thing basically into, let's see what we get here. Okay, vectors, boom, boom, boom. Let's go to the flight plan. We're going to be doing vectors 161, of course, for an unlimited amount of time. It's got it about 34 miles, which is good. Then we got Zadon, so we can just keep this thing really in the nav mode because it's going to follow those vectors. And of course, we want 9,000. Okay, guys, we have 9,000 there, so let's select that altitude, and we're going to do vertical speed, and we're going to start our initial climb up out of here at about we'll do about 2,100 feet per minute. And of course, we're going to put that yaw damper on already, and we're going to get our anti-skid going, guys. Glare shield is all set up for our departure, so we shouldn't have any problem there. We'll be following the lateral navigation, and just to be on the safe side, let's always put our heading on the same departure heading, which will be 164. Okay, you can see that matches up with our bearing indicator, and of course, let's get this thing over here to 3029er, and we'll set this GPS for flaps 15. And guys, we're good to go. Let's come on up here now and get our APU going. We'll get our red beacon popping off. Start the APU. Hope everybody's doing well today, man. Hope everybody had a great Friday. And we're gonna hit the generator on, turn that on, along with the bleed air, and let's go ahead and get that external power off. The bus is tied. Now you can see that generator came up there. Last thing we're gonna need to do is we need to figure out what the landing elevation is in Spokane, so that we can put that in for pressurization. Landing elevation, guys, touchdown elevation right here, you can see is 2346. So right up here is where we put our landing elevation in. Let's go ahead to 2346. There's 2000, 1, 2, and 3. It is in the auto mode, and no smoking, and fasten seat belts. Can come on. Let's arm those emergency lights. And we are essentially ready to go. Let's go ahead and make sure that we're not going to be pushing back onto an active taxiway, which it looks like will be Whiskey, but that's should be on the ramp. It shouldn't go all the way anywhere beyond that, because there's Bravo. I don't think it'll push us back as far as Bravo, so I think we're on the safe side there. Let's go ahead and call for the push truck.
Okay, a push cart is on it.
And here we go. That's right. Drew Stone says smoking in the back.
Here we go.
All right, guys. Pushing back, pushing back. You can see there's the Bravo taxiway over there, so I don't think he's going to push us back that far.
Please direct your attention to the front of the aircraft for a safety demonstration. When the seatbelt light is on, please make sure that your
Okay,
seatbelt
give me
is
a
fastened
second to
low and
clear.
tight across your lap. To fasten, insert the metal fittings into one another. Tighten by pulling
Parking
on the
brake
loose
is
end of the
back
strap.
up.
To release
Let's
your
go
seatbelt,
ahead
lift
and
the
get
upper portion of the
our
buckle.
fuel levels
In the
into the
event that
start
the seatbelt
position,
light is
especially
not
because I'm
on,
using a
we
controller.
suggest
We're going
that
to
you
both
keep
put
your
them into the
seatbelt
start.
fastened in case of
And
unexpected
let's come
turbulence.
over here and click our
There
steering
are
on.
several emergency exits on this aircraft. To
And
familiarize
we're
yourself
starting
with
the right
emergency
engine
exits
first.
on this aircraft, please refer to the safety card in the seat back pocket in front of you.
So let's turn
In
that
some
bleed
cases,
air
the
off.
nearest exit might be behind you. If we need to evacuate the aircraft,
Because
there
in
is
this
lighting on the
aircraft,
floor
you
to
actually
guide you
turn the
towards the
APU
exit.
bleed off
In
to
the
start
event
it.
of a decompression,
Document
Tower
Tower
Day,
Day,
hot
Walker
air.
2914 ready to take off runway
to
17
start the
right.
flow of oxygen,
Walker 2914 Capital Tower, runway 17 right, clear for takeoff. The wind is
secure the elastic band behind
calm.
your head, tighten the straps if necessary.
Take off 17 right, Walker 2914.
Although the bag does not inflate, oxygen is flowing to the mask. If you're
Alright, we
traveling
can
with
see
a
that
child
engine
or
coming
someone
up
who
there.
requires assistance, secure your mask on first and then assist others. Keep your mask on until a member of the crew advises you it is safe to remove it. In the event that the pilot decides to take us for a swim, a fashionable life vest is located in a pouch under your seat or between the armrests. When instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch and remove the vest.
Alright,
Flip
we
it
got
over
a
your
good
head.
start on the
Wrap the
right
straps
engine.
around your waist and buckle at the front. Pull the strap to tighten. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when exiting the aircraft. If your life vest does not inflate automatically, blow into the mouthpieces for manual inflation. Each vest is equipped with a whistle and light. If necessary, your seat cushion can be used as a secondary flotation device.
Right, getting the left side going, guys, and we will be out of here.
Your seatbelts are fastened and seat backs and tray tables are all in their full upright position. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight, and that includes vaping. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors located in the lavatories is strictly prohibited by law.
Okay, now you guys have to remember that we do need to get our
Please read it and let a cabin member know if you have any questions.
transponder on, and let's check the ATIS one more time.
Seattle to
3029er. Arriving and departing runways 16 center, 16 left, 16
Just
right.
make sure it's still India.
Visual approaches in use.
Walker
ILS
2914,
runway
connect
16
NorCal
center,
departure.
runway 16
Over to
left,
departure,
and
Walker
runway
2914.
16 right approach in use. Simultaneous approaches to parallel runways in use. Simultaneous approaches in use between Seattle and Boeing Field. Traffic below you on final. VFR departures contact clearance delivery. Advise on heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read
NorCal
back all
departure, good day,
runway
Walker
assignments and
2914
hold
with
short
you, leaving at
instructions.
25,000.
Advise on initial
2500.
contact you have information
Walker
in India.
2914 NorCal departure, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level
Seattle
190.
Tacoma inter.
Okay,
Up
India
to
is still
190,
current.
Walker 2914.
That is good. Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of this gust lock so we can do our flight controls check. Pull up. As you can see here, this is what we're looking at. Pull down on the elevator. Ailerons left. Neutral. Ailerons right. Neutral. And we'll check the rudder play here. Rudder right. And rudder left. And of course, toe brakes. Alright, we'll check them as we move. Alright guys, let's go ahead and spool her up. All the way up we go. Hear those props come up. Okay, we need auxiliary tanks 1 and 2 on. We need our standby hydraulic pressure and our power takeoff unit control, as well as we need to select the auto feather on. And we are all good to go there, guys. So we have full power now. We can come off on the generator and we can come off on that. Let's untie the bus. And now we can get our recirculation and our bleeds to the minimums. Temperatures look good. We'll take off minimum bleeds and get out of our climb, and we'll go to full power on the bleeds and pitot heats. So we need to get these pitot heats on here, guys. Let's get the pilot side heat on and get the windshield up to normal, and we no longer have anything on the annunciator panel. 1217 is ground. Seattle ground. Horizon 318 pushback Quebec 7 information. India on board is ready to taxi.
Horizon Air 318, Seattle ground, runway 16 left. Taxi via Bravo and Charlie.
16 left, Bravo and Charlie for Horizon 318. Alright guys, so we'll be making it at Charlie. So what does that look like for us? We're here. We're going to taxi all the way to 16 left, full length all the way down to Charlie, guys. That's what that means. So it'll be a pretty simple taxi. Let's go ahead and get our taxi lights on. And now you can see the first officer has still got this electrical panel, but we can go ahead and give him something he needs. We'll put him in the nav, so he's got some nav too, which is looking good.
Walker 2914, contact Oakland Center 132.95.
Okay, we've got
32.95 for
Let's
2914.
the rest of that data off of here. There we go. Kind of clean it up. Let's clean his side up too. I like my stuff nice and clean, man. Alright guys, we are totally out of here. Everything is looking good. Boom, boom, boom. And we have no complaints.
Walker 2914, Oakland Center, good evening. Climb and maintain flight level 390.
Huh. Okay, my remote is not working here. I wonder why that's different. Okay, that's controlling the heading. Oh, I know why. There we go. Okay. I had hit a button that wasn't making any sense. Okay, park and brake released. Alright guys, let's get this taxi going here. Welcome on board. Frames are a little struggling, 20, whoo! It's just because of the weather and the scenery. Are a bit much on it. That's right, once we get out of this area, things will get better. It's just Seattle is such heavy on the frames, especially when you got weather. It's not really so bad if you don't have any clouds or anything, but there are clouds here today, so. Flying time for the first leg is 39 minutes. Hopefully we get in there on time. We'll be cruising at flight level 210. Got our V speeds of 128. You could look at a chart and do it, but it makes it nice. You click here, it gives you V speeds based off of your flaps. We are set at 0 flaps right now, so let's actually go flaps 5. Okay, we are selected to flaps 5. Actually, we'll leave in the heading mode because he's probably going to give us vectors. Charlie coming up here. Okay, let's hold those toe brakes. Let's get our frequencies situated here. That should be our takeoff tower. And we're doing a 120.4 for departure, so we can always be ready for it. Boom. Alright guys, let's go flying. And Seattle Tower, Horizon 318 is on Charlie, holding short. Runway 16 left is ready for departure.
Horizon Air 318, Seattle Tower, runway 16 left. Clear for takeoff, wind 130 at 8.
16 left, clear for takeoff, Horizon 318. Okay, strobes are on, everything is looking good. Let's rock out, guys. Final looks clear. Okay, once we hit the runway threshold, we'll get the clock going, as well as we'll put our spoilers into the flight mode. Check final again. I always get paranoid. But no, we got ATC. It's got to be our job to also check stuff there. Okay, spoilers are coming up into the flight as we hit the threshold. Clock is started. Takeoff power set. Airspeed's alive. 80 knots. V1, rotate. Coming up. Flying power. Flaps coming up. Autopilot on.
Horizon Air 318, connect Seattle departure.
Over to Seattle departure, Horizon 318. Alright guys, flaps are up. Seattle departure, Horizon Air 318, checking in with you, 2,000, climbing 9,000.
Horizon Air 318, Seattle departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 15,000.
Up to 15,000, Horizon 318. Okay, so here we go. We have good takeoff. Landing gear is up. Flaps are indicated and selected up and clean. We are in our 900 climb power here, and everything is looking good. We can go ahead and extinguish tank 1 and tank 2 auxiliary pumps, and we're going to leave the PTU and the standard or the standby hydraulic pressure on. And as you guys can see, we're getting in here to the little bit of those clouds right now. No sense in doing any flybys at this point. It's looking pretty drab there. Let's go ahead and get rid of that because you guys don't need to see that anymore. So we'll continue our climb up to 15,000 as we go into the clouds on our way to Spokane. We are airborne. I've got us at an indicated airspeed climb of 174, which will have us climbing out nicely.
Horizon Air 318, turn left heading 050.
Left 050, Horizon 318. Okay, so we're going to make a left turn 050. Left 050, TGIF everybody, and Monday it's going to be a reality check for a lot of people back to work, myself included. Got things to do, but you know, that's the way the cookie crumbles. So I hope everybody enjoyed their holiday week into the weekend. I hope you're finding those deals, man. I hope you're getting ready for old Saint Nick to rob your bank account, because it's coming. It is coming. Alright guys, you can see here we're back here in this cabin area. Very nice job they've done with this, the team that put this together. I mean, big update from the old FlyJ Sim that I had before, but it really wasn't worth flying.
Horizon Air 318, connect Seattle Center 126.6.
Seattle Center 26.6, Horizon 318. Alright, 26.6 for Horizon 318 coming up. Good evening, Seattle Center. Horizon Air 318 with you. 8,000, climbing 15,000.
Horizon Air 318, Seattle Center, good evening. Climb and maintain flight level 210.
Up to flight level 210, Horizon Air 318. Okay guys, we got 210 in there. We're going to continue to climb, and he's probably going to give us some type of crazy, he's saying radar vectors to Zidane when we left. I don't think he'll give us Zidane.
You may turn on larger portable electronic devices.
Above these clouds here.
This is also a reminder to please keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the duration of the flight and do not form a line near the lavatory. This aircraft is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi. If you wish to connect to the Wi-Fi, you will be required to pay a small fee. We do offer complimentary in-flight TV thanks to our partners. Connect to the Wi-Fi to find out more information.
Okay, we're getting ready to pass 10,000. Lights could come off. And those bleeds can go to normal. Bleeds are to normal, and we can deselect the auto feather. Auto feather is coming off, and we are climbing quite nicely. Hydraulic pressures look good, hydraulic quantities look good, no leaks, nothing out of the ordinary there. And we'll continue our climb, and you can see if he does vector us, we're almost to the Zidane, so he probably will give us Zidane since we're there. You can see this map is pretty much zoomed out so that you can see that. About 7 minutes into our flying time. And once we get a little closer, he's probably going to give us direct to Zidane here. Climbing nicely though, guys. Gray Aviation's in the house. He says, what's up, Dre? Gray Aviation, happy Thanksgiving to you and yours. And holiday season, that is. Let's get that a little brighter here. Pressurization is looking good. Packs are to norm. and we don't have any icing detected yet. Guys, I think we're doing good on this climb here. Getting pretty close to the Don, so let's see what he gives us here. But we do have our direct to all set up here. Let's come over here as well. I like to have this in the nav. Even though that one's not going to update if we make any significant changes over here, so we'll have to do it over there as well. I mean, it almost makes sense that he'll give us ZLAC, but we'll see.
Oakland Center, Walker 2914 for the road bus.
This over.
Walker 2914, go ahead.
President, leave the cockpit for about 2 minutes, Walker 2914.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Feel free to just throw all that out in one transmission.
Yes,
too,
thank you, Gray Aviation, for saying happy
Thanksgiving
as well.
All right, we'll do. Appreciate you. Walker 2914.
Alright, so we're just waiting on a miracle here. We're not even going to start the music or anything here yet until we get what we want, but we are at a good cruise profile here. So what I found out the other day is that something is totally wrong with my Portland scenery. I'm going to have to uninstall it and reinstall it and see if that does something. Seattle and the Portland, I think, are the same developers. Seattle's working just fine. But I did try to boot the system up, loading into Seattle, and crash the system again like it did the other day. So there's obviously something going on with that scenery. So we're just going to stay away from Seattle. And the sad thing is, too, my LA scenery, nothing else has changed, but it'll cause the system to crash, too, which is unacceptable. So I stay away from LA and Portland right now. I need to take those sceneries out, but it's kind of, disheartening when you've paid for these sceneries to work and there's no other reason that they shouldn't be working. I mean, obviously there is a reason that they're crashing, but it's unacceptable. You know what I mean? It is unacceptable. So guys, we are into our 39-minute flight over to Spokane. Now, you guys let me know if there's going to be anybody flying along so that I can switch over to VATSIM. So by a show of hands or comments, who's going to go from Spokane to Boise, if anybody? And if not, I'll just stay on Pilotedge. So you guys let me know. I'm flying with you. Okay. All right, Stellar. What you going to take, Stellar? You going to take the Dash 8 as well? Okay, so I will be switching over to VATSIM. Yeah, Drew, for sure. I am waiting for X-Plane 12 to be all legit to do it. And Moore says me as well. All right, perfect. So we got a few folks flying.
Walker 2914 back with.
I just asked
Walker
that
2914, Roger.
Try to get an aircraft that's same performance as this. So if you got a jet, I won't be able to catch you landing because you're going to be too fast unless you take off delayed. So see if you can get a turboprop, something that can eventually get to cruise and maybe be around 240, 250 indicated. I'm going to take the A320. Okay, perfect. So Stellar, I recommend you taking off, I don't know, maybe even 10 to 15, maybe 10 minutes after me, maybe a little bit more, so I can catch you on landing. Otherwise, you're going to blow right past me. Because we are going to be in the Q400 is the plan, to use this bad boy all day. So whatever it is, we're going to get it in and we'll be on VATSIM. So that'll be good. On into Boise. What about you, Moore 87? Are you going to be flying a jet or are you going to be flying a turboprop? And speaking of which, let's go ahead and hit our standard on our altimeter setting here. Okay, 29902. And he still hasn't given me... He got me past ZLAC already, so the next thing that we're probably going to get vectors to is Ziran. Okay, guys, so you see that? She's able to maintain this speed in the climb. I mean, technically, I think she's supposed to climb a little less speed, but to me, she does a good climb at 170s. I've even pushed it up to 180 and have no problem with the climb power and all that stuff. So Now, if we go past our flight line, then I'm definitely going to say, hey, you know, request vectors to Zeron. Yeah, because look, we're even still climbing at 1,000 to go, guys. And we will be at our final cruising altitude of flight level 210. A300 cringes. That's funny. All right, well, we'll get it in, guys. No worries. You guys can see the FPS definitely got better. It's just a little bogged down because of this weather. And let's see, the ATIS there is 2432.
Due to the short duration of this flight, we will not be able to offer in-flight service. Please let us know if there's anything we can do to make your flight more enjoyable, and we will try our best to assist you.
325, right? 124, 325. Boom. That's switched over. At Seattle Center, this is Horizon 318. We still notice that we're on vectors of 050. Is that the plan to stay there, or should we be going direct to Zeron?
That's funny. You flew right over Zadon, and I never even sent you direct there. Didn't realize it. I'll have something for you. Just give me a second. Continue on the heading for now.
All right, no worries. I thought I'd say something. No, thanks a lot, brother. We'll be standing by Horizon 318.
How about direct Zeran? Zulu India Romeo Alpha November. That'll work.
Okay, Horizon 318 going direct Zeron. Thanks a lot, Horizon 318. All right, guys. So we are at cruise. So let's put it into the cruise power there. And as you can see, they are not perfect. So we're going direct to Zeron. Going to enter that, and now we'll go into the nav mode. You got to stay on them. You know, he didn't give us vectors. We flew past Zadon. You know, I'm not saying nothing, but I should have been able to cuss him out. Like they get on us. But I'm not saying anything. That way they do give me a break sometimes too, so I guess I can give them a break. Alright guys, so we are in our cruise power of 850. We are still increasing our indicated airspeed, which is a good thing. Now, we're going to try to get the ATIS here really quick before we do anything else. Let's see, and let's check our flight plan super quick here. Okay, boom, boom, boom. This gangs. I'm just going to set it to 5,000. Not that that's where we have to absolutely be, but I remember reading the chart, and that was a thing. And let's see, elusive. Oh, look at this. Elusive should be at 5,500. And then 30.
Walker 2914, contact Salt Lake Center 128.72.
So
28.72, Walker 2914.
Probably be at 7,000 here.
Oakland Center, good day. Walker 2914 with you, flight level 390.
Walker 2914, Salt Lake Center, good evening.
Honestly, I think we need to get rid of that hold. cross-fill it. We're cross-filling it because it makes a change. And now we are direct to 4. Okay, that should get it. Okay, she's cooking right now, guys. Juice Zone, I think I got the A300 for 12 bucks for X-Plane 11. Don't think I ever flew it. It's that bad, huh, guys? That bad. Now what we're going to do is, we're still kind of far out, but I will go ahead and still try to check the ATIS, guys. .86. We're still pretty far out. I don't know if we'll get the ATIS that far out.
100 scattered, ceiling 8,000 broken, 10,000 overcast. Temperature 2, dew point -2, altimeter 3006. Arriving and departing runway 2126. Visual approaches in use. VFR departures, contact clearance delivery, advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignments and short instructions. Advise on initial contact that you have information X-ray.
So X-ray is current.
Boeing
3006 on the altimeter.
ATIS information X-ray. 0053 Zulu. Wind 220 at 4. Visibility 10. Light range, 5,500 scattered, ceiling 8,000 broken, 10,000 overcast. Temperature 2, dew point -2, altimeter 3006. Arriving at...
Okay. So, we've got some good ATIS there. It is runway 21. So hopefully us, thank you, Drew. For 10 static miles, light rain, cloud scattered, 5,000, which is okay. Touchdown, so we'll have some good visibility, which is the most important thing there. As you guys can see, we got plenty of cloud cover right now to deal with, and yeah, perhaps we can. So we'll be getting all views from the center in order for us to descend appropriately. So it is 2-1, so let's put in our ILS information now, and I'll show you guys how to do that. So here's 2-1. First and foremost, our decision height is 2546. So let's figure that out.
Walker 2914, Boise's landing east tonight, descend via the saddle for arrival.
Descend via the saddle 4 and they're landed east. It's a clouds up and line for
Horizon 318, connect Seattle Center 132.6.
Seattle Center 32.6 for Horizon 318. Alright, so 32.6. Seattle Center, Horizon Air 318, checking in with you, flight level 210.
Horizon Air 318, Seattle Center, good evening, Spokane, altimeter 3006, cross Zoomer at and maintain 12000.
Cross Zoomer at and maintain 12000, Horizon Air 318. Alright, so we're going to cross Zoomer at and maintain 12000. I'm going to show you guys a trick for our top of descent. So we got 12000 in there. We're going to come in here to the VNAV. We are going to pick Zoomer. Let's see, gangs. See, Zoomer is not even an option. You know why? Because we got to go to the flight plan and put that in there. So Zoomer, we need 12000. Going to enter that. Now you come back over here. See Zoomer. And we want to do this for 1800.
November 43756, ready ground. Good evening, runway
So
16.
our top of descent is in 3 minutes.
Taxi via Bravo,
So
Delta,
now we've got
runway 12
descent
Delta.
to Zoomer at 12,000, and we're not starting our descent too early with a negative 1,800 feet per minute descent.
43756, restaking your aircraft type again and direction of flight.
Okay, so let's keep getting our decision height in there.
Roger.
Said it was like something like 2546. Okay, that only goes to 1,000. Okay, 2546. We'll run it up to 2550. So you guys can see there now it's 2550, 2546. Cool. Approach is 111.1. So let's go put that down here. Oh, it's there, 111.1. Okay, so we used that before. And let's look at the final approach course. Final approach course is 212. So 111.1. What a coinky dink. 111.1. Final approach course 212. Now, are we going to be so lucky to have that in there too? I doubt it. So now we got to come in here. You're going to hold this format button. And it was 32, so it wasn't in there. So we need to put 212 in there. Come to the course heading here. Okay, 212. Okay, now you see that we've got our magenta indicator. We now need to hit VNAV. And you also need to hit altitude select when you select the new altitude in this bird, just FYI. Once this starts dropping down, I'll pull the power back so that we don't overspeed and stress out the frame of the aircraft. And as you can see there, guys, we are getting it in. We are truly getting it in. All right, guys. Here we come, Spokane. So we have our ILS set up. We got our 111.1, 212 heading in, decision height, and our missed approach climb 4200 inbound back to the Spokane VOR on radio 27 and hold. So essentially we come back over here and hold here with the right turn. Well, I guess we didn't have any time for music on this first leg. Okay, it's coming down, so let's pull that power back. She's getting ready to start descending. Trying to get the next flight route in there for you guys. We're supposed to be parking too at gate Charlie 25.
Albuquerque Center, CPN 6059 Delta, level 11000.
6059 Delta, Albuquerque Center, good evening.
And honestly, guys, we might end up picking up the
W Lake Havasu, it's 3020.
We might actually take a Embraer E175 because Horizon doesn't even use a the de Havilland Dash 8 for that route anymore. So let me see if I've got the see, altimeter is 3006. Let's do something here before we get ourselves in trouble. Okay, altimeter 3006.
Four 3756, running tower left downwind departure, approved runway 16, clear for takeoff.
Okay, we're right on schedule to hit 12,000 with Zoomer. So from Gangs, we're going to get our final radar course. .250, keep it nice and slow. So hopefully between Zoomer and Gangs, or at least by the time we get to Gangs, he gives us some more radar vectors, or he gives us the ILS. Let's check the ATIS one more time, quick.
Spokane International Airport, ATIS information Yankee, 0153 Zulu, wind 200 at 9er, visibility 8, light train. 4,400 scattered, ceiling 6,500 broken, 8,000 overcast, temperature 1, dew point -1, altimeter 3007, arriving and departing runways 21, 26, visual approaches in use.
Okay, so they're still doing the visual. Altimeter is actually 3007. And there's going to be some light rain, so ice is detected, guys. So let's get this ice protection on. And we'll increase the ref speeds. So we got our ref speeds increased there. And we might have to use our wipers, so icing is detected, so we're definitely doing a fast of the whole frame. So we got the tail, we got the props going on. So we should be okay there, so we don't get any trouble with icing.
Horizon Air 318, contact Spokane approach 123.75.
Spokane approach 132.75. Horizon Air
3.75.
I'm saying what was that? 133.75.
123, 123.
123.75. Horizon Air 318. Good evening, Spokane approach, Horizon Air 318, 12,500, descending 12,000 with information Yankee on board.
Horizon Air 318, Spokane approach, the altimeter 3007. Do you have an approach request?
We can take the visual for runway 21, according to the ATIS, that's okay?
Horizon Air 318, you can expect that.
Okay, we're expecting the visual 21 for Horizon Air 318.
We have begun our final descent into your destination. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to select any track one final time. Please Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat in front of you. Please complete all Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any larger electronics.
Horizon Air 380, flighting 050, vectors for the airport, descend and maintain 6,000.
6,000, vector 050 for the airport, Horizon 318. It's getting busy. Altitude select, vertical speed. 050. Okay, there we go. Gonna pull that power way back. So it looks like he's gonna put us. Looks like we may be doing a right pattern in there. We'll see. Let's go ahead and get our landing lights on. Okay, landing lights are on. And actually, we still might be doing a left pattern because he's basically got us direct to GEG, which is the Spokane DOR. Once we get closer to downwind, we'll get everything situated that we need. And now we can actually go and switch our nav source on over to FMS. We'll also use that for our way in. But visibility should be good enough. Busy flight, guys. Busy flight. We're going down to 6. So that means he'll probably bring us further out over here because remember, Luciv is
6059 Delta, clear direct Bruiser. We'll cut a nice corner for you.
And let's see how long the runway is. Okay, 11,000 feet, cool. Now let's look for our parking space. It should already be in our chart. See if there's there we go. There's okay, ooh, Charlie 25 is right here on the corner. Got it. And when we land, we're gonna exit stage to the right and come back on Alpha, it looks like. There's that rain. You can see the runway. We're heading north right now. That's not the runway we're taking. All right, let's power up. Auxiliary tanks 1 and 2 on. Stand by high pressure and PTU are already on. And we can first stage of flaps at 210 at 181. Check flaps 5. Approach speed is 144. Gonna fly right over the runway and he's gonna give us a descent as we turn around. Which is pretty much the standard arrival anyway. We're just a little bit left of the, or or a little bit north or west of the VOR to overfly the runway, but that's essentially what we're doing. This is the runway here we're coming in on.
Walker 2914, connect Big Sky approach on 119.6.
172. Let's also get that tower frequency. Spokane Tower 118.3.
Sky approach, good day, Walker 2914, level 14,000 feet on the Saddle 4 arrival.
Walker 2914, Big Sky approach, Boise altimeter 3023, expect the visual approach, runway 10 left.
We'll expect the visual for 10 left, Walker 2914.
Horizon Air 318, Spokane Airport, 1 to 2 o'clock, 6 miles.
We did have the build in sight for Horizon 318.
You do or did?
No, I'm sorry, we do have the build in sight. We did have it in sight, but we're high enough now we don't have it directly in sight since we're almost basically over it.
Horizon Air 318, roger. Understood, your clear visual approach, runway 821.
Cleared visual approach runway 21 for Horizon Air 318. Thank you. All right. So we're just going to come out a little bit and swing back around. Since we are cleared visual approach, let's go ahead and go down a little bit more on the altitude. Let's see, we'll go down to 3,900 feet. Okay, we are descending. And we won't put that stage of flaps in yet, or we're going to get yelled at by the aircraft. Let's pull back that power a little bit.
Horizon Air 318, connect Spokane Tower 118.3.
And over to Spokane Tower 18.3, Horizon 318. Spokane Tower, Horizon 318 on the visual 21.
Horizon Air 318, Spokane Tower. Good evening, wind 200 at 9, runway 21, clear to land.
21, clear to land, Horizon 318. All right, guys. We'll probably do what we got to do. Let's go ahead and get those bleeds down now. Got the bleeds down. We're gonna land with the icing protection on. So 144. We'll land at about 150 or so.
Walker 2914, flight present, heading vectors for the airport, descend and maintain 5,000.
Down to 5,000, we'll maintain current heading and with vectors for the visual. Walker 2914.
Get a little bit past it. the autopilot do the work for you. That rain stop.
Walker 2914, the Boise Airport, 1 to 2 o'clock, about 1.5 miles.
Basically at approach speed right
At
now.
the airport side, Walker 2914.
Walker 2914, roger, cleared visual approach, runway 10 left.
Clear for the visual, runway 0 left, Walker 2914.
Alright, gears coming down. Laps 15. Alright guys, let's get her in. Still use the localizer. Localizer is captured. Glide slope is captured. Autopilot off, yaw damper off. Aircraft. Got 2 white, 2 red.
Walker 2914, connect Boise Tower 118.1.
118.1, Walker 2914.
Terrain. 100.
Boise Tower, good day. Walker 2914 with you. 5,000 feet.
20.
Right base turning final, runway 10 left.
Walker 2914, Boise Tower. Good evening, runway 10 left, clear to land, the wind is calm.
Go to land, runway 10 left, Walker 2914.
10.
Welcome in, guys.
18 right turn when able. Taxi to the terminal via Alpha, across runway 8. You can remain on this frequency.
Okay, remain on this frequency, right when able, taxi to runway via Alpha, and we'll see you next time.
Gentlemen, we have reached our destination. The local time is
and you can cross runway 8 at Alpha.
And cross runway 8 for Horizon 38. Thanks a lot.
Degrees Fahrenheit. You can now use your mobile device.
Flaps are coming up.
Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt
November
sign
59er Delta, connect Phoenix, approach
Remember to use caution when
128.65.
opening open, as items may have shifted during the flight.
A little bit of a long landing, but that's okay.
Thank you for flying with us. If you're making a connection, we encourage you to check your itinerary to ensure a few convenience.
605er Delta, connect Phoenix, approach
Please coordinate with
128.65.
airline staff as necessary regarding connecting flights or accommodations.
And welcoming in, guys. Butter, baby. Appreciate you. Drew says nice. Appreciate you guys. Thank you, baby.
Phoenix approach, altimeter 3015.
She was a long landing. She floated there. I didn't want to force her down.
I'll expect the visual 7 right for 59 Delta.
But we got her in, guys. Stop that clock. Okay, we're going to be crossing another runway. Landing lights strobe on. Crossing runway. Left is clear. Right is clear. All right, cross that runway. Okay, back to the red beacon. Then let's tie the bus. Bus is tied. Okay, now we're going to come back. I'm going to do an 850 taxi. Welcome to Spokane. Interesting arrival. A little bit of a long landing. We were probably a little bit higher on the speed coming down, but hey, we look for the butter, we got the butter. Okay, I believe I see our parking area over there.
Walker 2914, terminal via Alpha, remain this frequency. Have a good night.
Terminal via Alpha will stay on this frequency. Walker 2914, thank you for the ATC. Appreciate it.
Take care.
Here a little bit, make a left so we can come in and get that gate 25. This corner one right here. I believe we've got our gate. right, our guy, he's offset, but nonetheless. Parking brake is set. Let him cool down there for a second. That taxi light off, guys. And boom, boom, boom. Alright, they're cooled down good. And off they go. Gust lock back in place. And welcome to Spokane. Let's come down here and get off of our... Go to squawk standby. And let's come out and see how we did, guys. And then you know we're going to get into the replay. Alright. She's all perfect. Lined up as she should be, because we are through professionals. Okay, we can get that red beacon off now that the blades are done doing their thing. And get right into the replay, guys. Let's get off of Pilotedge.
59 Delta, fly heading 170 vectors for the...
Disconnected.
Disconnect that, guys. And we had a butter into Spokane. That's what's up. We had a butter into Spokane, so it must be a Thanksgiving gift. Let's get rid of this guy here. We don't need that stuff there, so we can jump right into it. All right, let's check it out. HD's in the house. Big up to you. Drew Stone says, nice one, Dre. I appreciate it. We're going to be loading up in the ERJ 175 for the next leg to Boise. This was a little bit of a long landing, guys, but it was nonetheless necessary. There's that little bit of a float. We just kind of hung right there for a second. I'm like, gotta work her down, baby. And there's that nice soft touchdown. Held that nose up slightly, center line, bam. There we go. Noah Wynn says, damn, that was nice. Appreciate you. That's how we roll on Black Friday. That's how we getting it in today. You heard? All right, let's come back out and let's get some more replays in there, guys. You know how I like to do it. Let's get us a nice, wonderful shot here. We'll get a couple wing replays. And, yeah, then after that, put you guys on a little bit of a break. Switch over aircraft, but we'll get into some replays. And, guys, after this, we are headed to Boise. There was that little bit of a float. It's coming from behind it. Keeping it center line, trying to step her down a little bit. There's that nice touchdown, guys. a few more in there. You know how we do it. Right now, guys, I'm getting the route together for our next leg. still kind of catch up on a few things here. I think we're gonna just do one more replay while I'm getting everything ready. I did put the actual flight route in there: Spokane Airport, Spokane VOR, Sumach, and BWTE4 into Boise. So, and I'll be switching over to the ERJ 175. So let me get back over here. Okay, yep, there we go. Now let's come back about this far out. Let's see where we're at here. Give you guys this replay here. Okay, pronounced beauty. R. Moore says pronounced beauty. Okay, got it. Beauty 4. Gotcha. Okay, guys, so stay here for this replay, and I'm getting some stuff ready. Gonna take a quick bathroom break, put some food in my mouth, and then we're off to Boise, guys. Thanks for flying along. Thanks for joining the stream, and we'll be back in the air shortly. Enjoy the replay. Alright, replay is done, and now you guys know what time it is. It's time to get in the waiting screen. We're taking the ERJ 175. You guys do have the route, and I'm going to shut X-Plane down and get it going again so that we can make our way on over to the wonderful Boise, Idaho. Guys, I am pretty much back, ready to go. Let's see if we can get this flight screen going on here. There we go. We are Delta 318, and boom, there I go. Yeah, it took me a minute. I didn't have delivery for the E-175 to continuous Alaska, so Delta does fly into Boise as well. I'm not sure if they quite do this route, but that's what we're doing today. Let's see. Stellar says he's going to be Alaska 20154. That's a lot of numbers. Is it supposed to be 2015 with a 4? You got 5 numbers there, man. That's 2015. I see where you changed it. Okay, Alaska 2015, no doubt. All right, we're here now. The next thing I need to do, guys, is to get my X-Pilot up. So much to do when you switch over aircraft and a flight. I was like, do I have it set up correctly? But I think we're okay. Let's try connecting to the network here so I can be with you fine folks. Okay, boom, looks like we're good there. And doesn't look like there's any ATC around, so we are totally connected. And let's get the batteries on so we can do a radio check. How about that? And then we'll get everything situated. All right, let's stop the music for now. And let's come out and take a look at our overall situation here. Okay, I see Stellar over there. Let's get this with the smooth updates. Okay, we got everybody here. Here's the A300 kind of through the way there, and then we got Alaska 2015 over there. All right, guys, we are good to go. So, since we don't have Pilotedge and all the wonderful things that comes with, let's go ahead and double check our ATIS here. All right, ATIS here, 260 at 3 knots, so we'll still be using runway 21 for our departure. And let's look at the route. Okay, so we're direct to the Spokane VOR, which that's pretty much right in front of us, so it's pretty much going to be direct to Sumo Q when we get there. And then I heard earlier, just ear hustling, that they were landing east at Boise, but of course we all know that that's subject to change, so let's get that situated there and see what we got cracking. I guess we could still assume they're landing east. That'd be runway 10. So that'll have us go to the south and then make a turn to the east, so that wouldn't be too bad. Altimeter there is 3022. Altimeter here is 3008. 10 miles of visibility. Temperature here is 1 degree still. Okay, so let's get this thing initialized. So let's come all the way up on this piece here, and let's see what we got here. Let's go. Well, first of all, let me see how much fuel I need in the payload. It's easier to load this thing up from the menu than it is anything else, if I recall. So we got 8,761 pounds of fuel with a complete payload weight of 19,400 pounds. So fuel, we can just round that up to roughly 88. 88 and payload 19.4. Okay, so let's come here and get that all together, man. So we said fuel needs to be roughly 8.8. Okay, that's good there. And the payload is 19.6. 19.9, and we got a little bit of fuel in there extra, so that's fine. Another, let's see, we put another, what do we need? 8.8. We'll go up a little bit to compensate for that little bit of a change there. Boom, as you guys see, it's 10:06 local, if you're wondering what time it is. There's the plane. And now let us go ahead and Let's see. Let's go menu here. And we will open up these doors here. Toggle the ground equipment, ground power. Come up top. Remember, this thing works way differently. Let's get this to the auto. And let's turn our batteries on. Let's get our trusses on here. Let's get rid of that noise. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. We want the logo on. We want nav on. Okay, all this is going to be good to go. Bada bing, bada boom. Looking for the emergency lights. Oxygen is auto. I think it's all auto up here, guys. This one's pretty simple aircraft to deal with. And let's see if we can get a radio check here. Let's go 122.8. And let's make sure that everything is transmitting as it should be. Any station is net radio check over. Let's see, if you guys are on Unicom 1228, give me a little radio check there, if you don't mind. Stellar, it's like 10:15 or something like that would be fine. Give me a radio check when you get a chance. Make sure we're good to go. I had to switch my mic inputs too. Any station is net radio check.
Got you 5x5.
Okay, appreciate it. Got you 5x5 as well. Alright, so he came in kind of low. Let's turn that up.
You on shift, and I just kind of do a radio check, and I didn't hear you, so I had to check my X-Pilot attempts to come on 0% so I could hear you.
Gotcha, understood. Yeah, I do that stuff all the time as well. Alright, so we already know what we're doing to get out of here. Let's get into this complicated situation here. So first of all, this isn't the easiest thing to, it's not your standard one, so let's just get right into it. We are departing Spokane, select the runway. We are selecting runway 21. And there is no SID. And there is no transition. Then as we arrive, the arrival is going to be into Boise. And so they really do run 175 ERJ 175s there. Let's look and see what we got. Here, let's just pull up everything that we need here. All we need on this one is the airport chart. Okay, so easy taxi alpha down. Then of course on this one we need to go back to Boise. And okay, airport parking gates. I think it's 10 right if we're gonna be landing east. Yeah, we'll do 10 right. And B20, so we got to come up on the backside is where Delta Park's at. So 10 right. And let's also do a few other different things here. Arrival is on the Beauty 4. Now that Moore put me up on game. And of course, the last thing we're going to need is the approach. 10 right. FPS much better in here. The Horizon, the Q400 takes a little bit on the FPS as well. Okay, so 111.1. Look, 111.1 again. That's crazy. It was 111.1 in here and 111.1 in our final approach course is 102. So let's get that in there now. So 102 for the final approach course. So 102. What did I say when that was? 102? Yeah, 102. Okay, 102 for that. Let's do it on the nav too. Okay, 102 on that. And the reason why we're doing that now, so we don't have to worry about doing this in flight unless there's a runway change. 102, 102, perfect. Now we're going to go to FMS. And of course, we need to do our 111.11 into the radio, but we'll take care of that. So it's 10 right. And star is going to be boom. And approach transition. Let's see, what is that going to be? We're coming from the south with a turn to the east. So we'll just do the initial approach fix of Jimmy. And what is this, the Yankee? Okay, Yankee. So Jimmy with the Yankee. There that is. Back to the MCDU index. Now this thing requires you to add at least 1 or 2 waypoints in order for you to fly it. So the only thing we can do is the VOR, of course, which is nav A. Let's go VOR, and the first one is going to be Spokane. Save that. The next one is going to be the SumOQ. That's a fix, so we got to switch it to a fix. Enter that. Save that. Now, hopefully it'll let us do it with 2 points. Let's go to the perf. And I realized something with this. Alright, let's assume we're going to take off flaps 2. V rotate is 140, very doable. Let's put our trims up to 3.5. Okay, current trim 3.5 up, trim required, perfect. Let's go to performance 2. Our cruising altitude is flight level 310. If you try to do this before you put the flight initialize or execute the flight plan, it won't let you. And let's just say cruise speed is going to be 0.76. So that gives us a little bit of a time there. We might be able to pick that up. And what's perf 3? That'll be landing. So let's run back through our performance again. Boom, boom, boom. We got our trim set. We're taking off flaps 2. Thrust is 100%. And we're cruising at Mach 0.76 with the initial and a final cruise of flight level 310. So now we need to come back to progress. We need to hit execute. Flight plan is executed. And boom, there it is. Boom, SumOQ all the way in. I like it. A little bit different than your average situation there. Elube, Fitzy. Elube, Fitzy. Okay, perfect. So that's in there. Now, of course, we are good to go there. Let's go back to the MCDU index and let's go to I believe there was a radio feature in here. Okay, here it is right here. And 111.1, that was the how ironic is that? That's the same 111.1. That's the same frequency here, so we got that situated. We're going to switch ourselves over to 2200 for this transponder. Of course, we're on 1228, so that's all set up, guys. Now let's look down here at the lower pedestal and see everything that we got to do. Okay, the transponder was on. Let's get that off. You could also do nav here, and then you could also control your different comm channels here. And let's go legs here, so that we have this going on. We don't need to worry about any of that. None of that, guys. So I think we're ready to go. You boys ready to go? It looks like you guys are ready to go. After this, I'm gonna fly Emirates. Woo, you're doing well. You're doing well. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and start that APU. First and foremost, one thing that we forgot to do, of course, is start the flight. Pretty short flight here. Okay.
Is there any chance we could expedite the boarding?
We'll see what we can do.
All right.
No promises.
Let's expedite that boarding. I requested some ground equipment. I don't even see it. Well, there's what we look like. Delta 318. I could have did a SkyWest nomenclature, but I was trying to hurry up. Alright, so they're boarding. Let's go ahead and get the APU up and going. APU is at 100%.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I would love to welcome you aboard our flight. When you find your seat, please be sure to place your larger carry-on items in the overhead bins and smaller items underneath the seat in front of you. Unless you're in the front row, please place all of your items in the overhead bin.
This is the auto
if you have any
position.
trouble finding a location for your carry-on items, please let a flight attendant know and we would be happy to assist you.
The air onto the
After you put your
APU.
carry-on items in the overhead bin and it is full, make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers. Also be sure that the aisle is clear and sit down so that way other passengers can get by you.
Our hydraulics to the auto position.
Exit row, please review the exit seating responsibilities in the safety card provided for you.
Okay, now let's set up
Please
our
make sure that you are able and willing to perform these actions. If you're not, please let a flight attendant know so that way you can be reseated. Now's the time to get out any last-minute text messages if you need to, but we ask that once we depart from the gate, you put away any laptops or tablets. Thank you, and welcome aboard.
And we're gonna go with I think we could just do nav, FMS, and we're also gonna do our climb here.
We are ready to go when you are. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Flight 318 with service to Idaho. Our flight time will be roughly 49 minutes. Now that the cabin door is closed, please make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your large devices are now shut down and stowed. Please fasten your seatbelt and make sure that all tray tables
She said the cabin doors are closed. That one's
upright
open.
and locked position for departure. Flight attendants, please prepare cabin for departure and cross-check.
Maybe because the gate is there. But this door is still okay there. Now it's closed. See that? Now you got to check your doors. Alright, so we got the electrical system going there. We're going to leave it on that while we get our start up. Alright guys, we're good to go to push back now. So let's go ahead and put our red beacon on. And we'll also come down here and turn our transponder on. Okay. Let's see, cockpit door unlocked. Let's lock it for the safety.
Sending push card now. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your complete attention to the flight attendants as they demonstrate the safety features of our aircraft. You will notice a light illuminated above your seat. When this light is illuminated,
safe
please
travels.
fasten your seatbelt low and tight across your lap. To fasten, insert the metal fittings into one another and tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper
bleeds
portion
are going
of the buckle.
on. Let's make sure everything up here is good for the start.
The flight, as we may experience unexpected
And it is.
turbulence. There are several emergency exits on this aircraft. Please take a few moments now to locate your nearest exit. In some cases, your nearest exit may be behind you. If we need to evacuate the
so
aircraft,
we're going to come
lower
up
level lighting
just
will
like
guide
this
you
so we
towards
can
the
make
exit.
sure the engine's starting.
In the event of a loss of cabin pressure, an oxygen mask will drop in front of you. Start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you, and place it firmly over your nose and mouth. Secure the elastic band behind your head and tighten the straps if necessary. And don't worry if the bag doesn't inflate, oxygen is flowing to the mask and you can breathe normally.
Alright.
If you're traveling with children, now's the time to pick your favorite one.
Engine number 2
secure
is
your
on.
mask and then assist others. Keep your
Let's do
mask
the same
on
thing.
until a member of the crew advises you it's safe to remove it. In the unlikely event of a water landing, a life vest is located in a pouch under your seat or between the armrests. When instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch and remove the vest. Flip it over your head. Wrap the straps around your waist and buckle at the front. Pull the straps tight. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when exiting the aircraft. If it doesn't inflate automatically, you may blow into the mouthpiece for manual inflation.
Alright, so now we have engines. We got power on this thing all the way around. The 2 engines are up.
Secondary flotation device. Please make sure to exit the aircraft as soon as possible and leave your
So
belongings.
essentially now we can turn our
Securely stow
APU,
all personal items. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened and seat backs and tray
bleed to
tables are all
both,
in their full
get our
upright
bleeds on,
position. We remind
get our
you that
packs
this is a
on,
non-smoking flight, and that includes
ice protection,
vaping, tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors located
we
in
can
the
get our
laboratories is
APU
strictly
off.
prohibited by law. All of this information and more can be found at the safety card located in the seat back in front of you. We suggest reading this and let us know if you have any questions.
Taxi
Thank you
lights
for flying
going
with
on
us,
there.
and we hope you enjoy your flight.
Everything else up top is good in the auto position. Just double checking it. And on for anti-ice and basically the pitot for the angle of attack heat. And I think we're good there. Alright, let's go ahead and do our flight controls check. And of course, let me put the flight controls on for you. Booyah! Okay, those are still working. So medical. Alright, full up. Full down. Aileron left. Aileron right. And rudder right. Rudder left. And we'll do the toe brake check. Boom. Let's go on to our navigation. And let's get rid of most of the stuff here. We'll leave the weather and the TCAS on. Terrain. We'll do the terrain radar and terrain information down there. There we go. And we have our vertical profile here. And there we go. And let's make sure where we are direct to. So let's come back here. This is how you're going to do your directs to anyway. You got to be on the flight plan. So we're going to be direct to this situation, then on to Suma 250. And we've got our climb profile all set up. We got our flight director on, and we've got our lights on. So let's announce our taxi now, guys. And Spokane traffic, Delta 318 is pushed back from gate Bravo 8. We'll be taxiing to runway 21 via Alpha 1 for departure, basically out to the south for Spokane traffic. And finally, there was one thing we needed to do. Let me double check the actual altimeter setting. I don't know if I said that. 3008. Aviation Geek, what's going on, man? I'm sorry I didn't see. Sorry I didn't see there, brother. How you doing, Aviation Geek, man? Happy Friday to you. All right, let's make it happen, and let's look and see if takeoff is okay. Let's see. Takeoff config is here.
No takeoff. Flaps.
Aha. That's why you check it. Flaps. Coming down to 2. We'll check it again here in a second.
Takeoff, okay.
All right, takeoff is okay, folks. I wish there was better volume control on this. There's some noises. I was trying to look for any mods that would work with this thing a while ago. I never did follow up on it. The sounds are to be desired in this aircraft, that's for sure. Flight director. Okay, we'll get auto throttle on once we get going. All right, Stellar says he's about to taxi. Okay, rotation speed is 139. And Spokane traffic, Delta 318 is entering runway 21 for immediate departure out to the southwest, climbing unrestricted flight level 310 for Spokane traffic. Landing lights are coming on. Strobe is on. Finals clear. Takeoff power is set. Airspeed is alive.
V1.
Rotate.
V2.
Gears coming up. First stage of flaps up. Those flight directors. Second stage of flaps up. Alright, there we go. Auto throttle selected. And Spokane traffic, Delta 318 is clear of runway 21, climbing out to the southwest. Last call for Spokane traffic. Okay, gear is up, flaps are up and clean. Rock City strong, big up. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, Rock, and nice to see you as well, Rock. Appreciate you. Alright guys, we should be starting our left turn here. You can see it's a rainy one. And we're out of there, guys. We are most certainly out of there. Alright, so pretty big stretch of ground we're covering to Sumo Q, which is 156. Let's go ahead and get that terrain turned off now. We don't need that anymore. We'll get that on as soon as we get a little closer. You can see in the TCAS there, Stellar and Mora there. Alright, just getting ready to pass through 9,000. Pretty easy departure out of the area. We're just now passing 10,000 feet, so lights can come off.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now passed 10,000 feet. You may turn on larger portable electronic devices. This is also a reminder to please keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the duration of the flight and do not form a line near the left board. This aircraft is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi. If you wish to connect to the Wi-Fi, you will be required to pay a small fee. We do offer complimentary in-flight TV thanks to our partners. Connect to the Wi-Fi to find out more information.
Go ahead and climb at 270. Actually, we may be able to go up to 280. And we are looking good. All right. Here we go. Spawn and Salmon is in the house. What's up with you, big dog? TGIF, happy holiday season. Happy belated Thanksgiving, man. And we are up out of there, guys. Get rid of that. And one thing we did forget to do is start the clock. That is the one thing I forgot. Actually, it was two things. We should have put this on rejected takeoff and start the clock. There we go. Clock has started about 5 minutes late. Engines are performing good at our climb of 2,200 feet per minute on the ascent. And climbing. $1,300 to go until we get to our transition altitude there. Almost there. Transition altitude. All right, guys, we are headed to the Boise, Idaho. Doesn't look like we have any horrible weather there either. Make sure that changed. Visibility's 10 miles. 1 degree warmer there. Altimeter 3022. And we're parking at gate Bravo 20. Check out the VATSIM scope. Oh man, once again, here we go. Here we go. Going through the clouds, Dre. Yep. Well, it looks like once again we have a crash, y'all. No, I know, Rock City. No. Sorry, guys. I know. It must be my Boise scenery. It must be the Boise scenery. The message came up. It stuttered and... Sorry, guys. Well, once again, we got one good leg in, and it must be the next... I know. The next leg. Hey, guys. big up to you guys. When this happens, there's nothing we could do about it. It is what it is. Hey, I appreciate you guys riding along. I said it was the Oregon Ortho V States. Oh, yeah, you're probably right. But we're in Idaho. Shouldn't even be Oregon, but maybe we go into Oregon a little bit. I said it was the Oregon Ortho V States. Got you. That's what's messing up. Anyway, guys, yo, I'm your boy. We got one leg in. Sorry about it. It's like I should have checked the Boise scenery before I did, and I did check the Spokane, and it's by Vertical Sim, so I'm thinking we're good, but it is what it is. We got another one in. Peace, love, and harmony, guys, man. You guys enjoy the rest of your Friday night. I'm your boy Dre. It's been real. And we're not flying anywhere. We'll do Seattle and Spokane. We're not going that way anymore until I get that fixed. All right, y'all. One love, man. Sorry again. It is what it is. I'll check you guys out. Be safe. Treat each other kindly. Enjoy your weekend. I am your boy. And you too, Rock. Big up to everybody, man. I'm your boy Dre. Y'all be easy. One love. We'll be back at it again soon. Big up to all y'all. We'll be back at it again soon, y'all. No worries. I'm gone.